happened in my solo queue, but not exactly with a victory screen at the end.
So let's see how this all ends up. Pyke is the obvious one because hook champions with Kalista have always been a thing. Think of the Ballista days with the Raid's Call and Blitzcrank interaction. Don't get quite that interaction with Nautilus, but it does mean that Nautilus can walk up and even from the support role, start whacking away, start looking for the passive, and then
it's crazy.
Tahm Kench. That's only relevant for top lane Tahm Kench. For support Tahm Kench that often doesn't reach level 16, it's pretty much nerfed in most realistic scenarios. Many people will know, but it's W now. Grounds as if you feasted an enemy champion, so it's in your belly, you can't flash. It is defensively only really for popping a single CC from the enemy. KT just kind of run at the Drake here. They've got the Kalista, they got the setup. Can Jin Air respond, or do Jin Air want to respond?
Yeah, first roam from B2D, but also bringing Kingen down here as they start the fight. The kickback there is onto Kellen. Heal comes out, he flashes his prey. He's on his own, but meanwhile in the backline, Grace, great shove. He's gonna burn down, but not down far enough. And the Mountain Drake will be all KT will be able to get. Adorable fight though, and very lucky that Jin Air.
Third, the fourth. Very much doesn't need too many explanations. Speaking of base tech.
Oh, he's going to be able to pull him back over the wall there as well. Q is going to land. Umpty gets himself all the way in. The flash comes down. That's the death from below. And Kingen gives Umpty all of that free money. Undertow doesn't. Not sure whether he's actually going to be able to make it out here though as Grace. He finds him. He was on vision. He gets ignited immediately, and that's not going to be enough to get himself out of there. Grace is going to help grab the kill for Mulrong.
Super lazy recall spot.
At this point.
Definitely watching further action though.
Yep, very early flash there as Umpty's taken so many turret shots, eventually gets himself slightly out of range as Kingen's going to try and get his way out of there. Weaver's wall comes forward, but Safeguard's a good ability. KT will survive topside.
Our plate
vision. B2D with once again the inside track in the mid lane though. Should be able to make sure that KT can secure this. No turret plates are going to go down for them though. As a result.
And this is a scary idea we were talking about. With hook champions, with picks, with reset ultimates. Hard for Jin Air to approach this, but they're going in with the top bench.
Yeah, the Abyssal Voyage is going to come down. That's immediately the hook that's going to land. Ragnarok has to be invested as Umpty gets a huge kick into the backline, and the massive knockups. Death from below is exactly that as KT. Will be coming in here for Grace most likely. Kingen's going to dive on forward there as the Devour comes in, but you ain't walking very fast after that now. The death from below is going to get the reset. That's 2 for now. Can he find more? The answer looks to be no, but the Bone Skewer does land.
And also, that scenario, TP into the minion wave here. Jin Air caught.
Yep, and Snowflower does have to go golden. B2D dives into the backline, gets the Shroud down as Malrong's going to go gold as well, but B2D, he's found Grace on the back end. He's out of the fight. Malrong now finds himself 1v4, and Snowflower even survives. The back is going to come in. Jin Air can't do anything, and Baron will go to KT.
Perfect play from KT in both scenarios. Desperate TP coming in. Ezreal ult to spot. Can Jin Air do anything?
Yep, True Shot Barrage is going to come down, but Prey, he's got that E button. There is a smite from Umpty. This will be going to KT as Prey's trying to turn this one around. He's very, very low though, as Root does do some damage. The Baron does go to KT, but can Jin Air tidy up? The answer is most likely no, but Prey goes into the stopwatch. He dies eventually as Linderung has a lot of damage. Can KT finish him off? The answer is yes. They took what they wanted and continued the game on as we're looking for the flanks. Snowflower and Umpty make their way in. B2D's already there though as Root. He's able to get himself out of the way. Fate's Call comes in. Prey just hopping around the backside of the fight. Grace, he's going to be the first one to go down. Root gets flashed on by Prey of all people. And then KT are able to dive back over the wall there as well. Linderung wonders where everyone disappeared to. And I'm sorry, sir, they've all gone into the death chamber. And Linderung, you may be following them even if you make it under your Nexus turrets.
Flanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great for you, Jin Air. It's going to be the end of game number 1. KT with Prey going to start up high.
Yep, they're still looking for Linderung, but these Nexus turrets are looking too juicy. KT, game number 1 of the summer split for 2019 looks way better than all that spring had to offer for them. This is not relegation.
Zoe is one that can create huge moments, and no one will ever forget that matchup against Pyrian last year.
Yeah, exactly right. We're not going to remind you of just the scoreline that Pyrian ended up on. It was a reverse legendary, to say the least, as B2D, he changes what you talk about when it comes to talking about counter matchups and things like that, and how these champions do against one another when he's playing Zoe. Because I feel like he navigates matchups a little bit better than a lot of Zoe players do, other Zoe players do, unless you're talking about someone like Rookie from over in the Open. from that empowered paddle star.
It's a disgrace Atlas BDD missed the game.
Oh my goodness, it's game over. Go next. Go next. 100 goals in the lead here for Jin Air. That's all because of that season.
Right, Malrang was napping a bit in game number 1. He's up on the map now.
Yep, the heal is going to come out. That is his original one, but it's not going to be enough. That's first blood.
That's W first, you trolls. Don't max the damage spells. And in lane, you just see what happens. Yes, it's not the tankiest, but the moment you back away, it's just free damage onto both Prey and Snowflower.
Yeah, that
which is, of course, the W on support Lux. Omti walks up. He's going to be spotted by Linderung.
Yep, Linderung's going to move on in. That's a great snare that's going to land. Pop Blossom's invested, but Umti gets his way out. Does have a blast cone as well to get his way around. Another kickback comes in. He was considering following, but decides maybe topside's going to be his way out. Kingin doesn't even know that they're on their way. Picks himself up a turret plate. That's a great max range stun there from Grace. He's looking for the ultimate, not going to quite get there as Umti almost. He's not going to land there from Umti as BDD. He's able to avoid almost everything. Goes gold in there. And that's going to be a lot of damage. The gold is going to be on both sides. Final Spark is going to pick him off. Just the tip is going to land. That's going to be the first kill, but answered as Kellen comes in. Grabs the Syndra. Linderung now 1 versus 3 in the mid.
Just Infernal. KT out of position. Silas actually going topside to spring in this play.
Well, Redemption comes down. That's BDD. He managed to hijack that. It's going to be the Olaf securing the Dragon and then losing his life. But you could imagine that Jin Air are going to be relatively okay. Gold is actually in favor of Jin Air after that, as Quickness was popped, and then nothing actually happened as Ragnarok was available. Oh, Grace in position, not going to find the stun there onto Umti though, as they do look to get him. They knock him up with the Grand Entrance. He flashes in order to get himself away. The flash forward there from BDD, that's maybe why they picked up the Zoe. Olaf does grab the Mountain Drake, as Earth, Wind, and Fire now parades. That's the Feather Storm there from Prey, but they eventually get it done. Why they jump back onto the Baron now as KT. Decent positioning. Okay, Snowflower, Grand Entrance, gets himself out. The battle down is going to be in there. Umti. Oh, meanwhile, Kingin on the back end gets the 2 with the ultimate. The Pop Blossom is popping up for KT as Umti gets the kick flash. Grace is dead because of it. And KT rolls to get a Baron. They get a couple of kills and they're back in the driver's seat.
He's still hopping mad. That's not going to hit.
Yeah, Pop Blossom once again.
Now, Pop, we're going to try something, but KT will move forward.
Yeah, he's diving into the back line. Can he get the kickback? He does onto Kellen, but he survives. Grace is not so lucky, though, as the Final Spark doesn't do too much. Linderung flashes forward, gets 3 in the Pop Blossom. Kingin gets into his Zonyas, but it's the bottom lane just evaporating on KT's side. BDD, you don't have any friends left.
Vision in meaningful areas.
Oh, wow, okay, they're going to try and catch Kingin. Pop Blossom does go down. He catches Malrang with it. But still, does he have that other stopwatch? I don't think so. There's the other Pop Blossom. Kingin's going to go down eventually. He stuck around for a long time. Root still very, very healthy here, as KT think they might have an opportunity. Prey tries to get the Blade Caller. He's actually looking for inhibitors now as Snowflower tries to get himself out. Umti not going to get snagged by much. Life Finding is going to be ignored as Prey against the world. This is his debut series on KT, and already he's running towards Jin Air's base. He's defecting, Papa Smithy. What is happening? Can he get the execute? The answer is going to be no. There is Grace not going to have that available for the next few seconds.
Jin Air's pushing out. No one's side laning here. It's everybody honestly around mid lane.
Kingin's going to get the abscond. That's the triple stun as the Quickness goes over 3 in the back line instantly. Blade Caller's going to come through, but you can see the death report. The Sivir is no longer there. Jin Air are just melting because Prey is still alive. Grace is down there, but not for very long. And Kingin at half health means that Linderung has to just try to slink away. This should be game for KT Rolster, but damn, it was hard.
Damn, it was hard indeed. 2 Nikos with a big story. TP out attempt, he's dead. In melee range of the Sivir, Root and the Death Chamber, and so is Jin Air Green Wings.
And that's when Smeb's looking on backstage.